time. Sign in the chat. Open web browser. Okay. Got it. Okay. Super random. Okay, let me go there and then there we go. I did it this time. What? No, it's not. We went this one. There we go. We'll move this two over here. Move, Paul. Stupid cat. Okay, we should be good to go, Zach. Welcome, everybody, to the July 2023 edition of the Guideline Monthly Podcast. We have been consistent. I think pretty decently consistent. Wouldn't you agree, Zach?
So far.
Yeah. Mel, it is not Twitch, so you're fooled. It's YouTube. Hold on, I'll give you the link. No, Twitch is lame.
Aren't they about the same?
Well, we've done stuff on YouTube for years, so like that's the difference. Okay. Let me send this to Mel, and we are good. Okay, so updates as usual, as we always do on our lives, because we've kind of been consistent with that. Nothing new on my end. As you guys see, I got a haircut finally. I don't look like a wet rat anymore.
You're not wet anymore?
Oh my god. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
I couldn't help myself.
Anyways, got a haircut. It's short, which I think is good, so I don't have to go back for a while. That's what I like to do. Movies have been like a ton this month, and I feel like I'm behind. But like I've been focusing on TV shows recently because I got more of those to catch up on than anything because there's so much of it. Which good for you, Zach. You don't give a shit. I don't know why I give a shit.
Since you're talking about TV shows real quick,
Yeah.
I watched one TV show just so think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Pesci denied the
Breakfast.
Irishman 50 times, but then he reads a script from Pete Davidson. In the first episode, he comes on his mom, and he's like, "Yep, I have to do this show."
What the fuck? I had that on my watch list, but the more and more I'm like, I don't.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's awesome. It's hilarious.
You know what? I'm pissed off that I haven't watched the Seth Rogen show. As much as I'm a big fan.
Oh, I was waiting for it to end. Has it ended yet?
Yeah,
like, I think it's ended.
I think it might have, but I need to get to that because we love Seth Rogen. We always talk about him all the time.
But yeah, that Pete Davidson show, it's hilarious. But I thought that was hilarious.
That would be the thing you watch.
I know.
Makes sense that would be the thing you watch. But yeah, like TV shows, school's still going good. Internship, man. Internship, which our main topic today is, of course, the Hollywood strike and how it's delayed movies and what it's doing for the future and stuff like that is our main topic. And then we'll get into, as you see on the screen, the movies that we watched this month. But work has been, because I work in the movie industry in a sense, so therefore... because there's not much products coming out, therefore we don't get much as placements as we used to. So it's very unique actually to be in the industry where this stuff is happening. So Zach, tell them what you've been up to, because I know one of the big things, but like what's happened in July for you?
I just moved, and that's about it. Haven't.
Like, have you explored the city yet? Like, have you?
I mean, kind of.
Or
I mean,
are you
I live
staying in your house.
I'm in. Well, for this weekend, but no. I mean, I live downtown now, so I get to actually try to do stuff. Probably won't though. And try not to get shot.
Great. I don't think anyone's gonna target you. But
well, I don't know. There's a lot of homeless people.
Like, what is like a theater situation? Have you looked at that stuff yet? Like,
I haven't been to movies down here. It's like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
20 minutes.
Well,
There's
when
a
I come
bunch of
visit
them.
you, we'll go and get shot together. That's how we'll do it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'll probably get shot the 12th because I'm going to this concert and I'll probably be
Who
the
you
only
seeing?
white person there.
Who you seeing?
LL Cool J.
Oh wow, he's on tour.
It's that. Yeah, they're doing a 50 years of hip hop,
Oh,
and him and a bunch of other people are going.
oh, okay, cool.
And I'm gonna go see Dave Chappelle too, so
Okay.
that should be interesting.
Damn, you're getting settled in this new city, Zach. I'm proud of you. You're moving up in life. I remember the deep conversations we had a year or 2 years ago now about life, and look where you are now, a very
You
different
know,
person.
not really.
You still think about moving to Texas, is what you're telling me?
Not at the moment.
Okay. But last night, different story. Okay, so moving on to the side of the SAG-AFTRA strike and everything over there. And that's the thing that's really like baffled my mind, right? Is like, yes, we see more actors on screens than writers, but like when you hear about the strike, you're only hearing about SAG. Like you don't hear anything about the writers. The writers are an afterthought, which is insane
Well,
to me.
the writers one's been going on for 2 months now. To be fair.
But still, like when you hear it, like, oh, the actors, like, are you forgetting
Yeah.
about the whole other side of it? Like,
Because normal people, they don't know any of the writers. You know, they may know an Aaron Sorkin, but they don't know anyone else.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know many writers. I'm not like looking at Blu-rays like, oh, look at this writer. I have to buy this.
we have a writer in the call with us. But anyways, so with that stuff going on, it's delaying a bunch of movies and everything, and I'm assuming, okay, I'm assuming that people are getting upset by these delays, but like for my future, is like in the industry and what I want to do, and therefore every one of these components that are going on strike has to deal with my job in a sense. Because if they're not doing something, then therefore I can't be a music supervisor and stuff like that. So it's a big deal to me that this stuff is going on. Yes, I'm sad that things are getting delayed, and you know my beloved Wonka, Zach, that I've been praising since like.
Is that going to get delayed?
It might, dude. Dune got delayed. Like,
well, that hasn't been
Craven
yet.
got delayed till August of next year.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to come out in October. That's insane.
They don't want to do all the press without the actors.
Yeah, but like, is Aaron Taylor Johnson a big ticket name though?
I mean, enough to promote the movie. You know, you can't really promote it. Only people that can promote it is the director, and
yeah,
I don't know who the director is of that one.
Me either. Probably some dude that made like one good indie film, you know. But the thing is with this strike and everything, I'm glad it's happening because it helps my future run. Because like the whole point of this is it's taking jobs away from people, right? Therefore, a music supervisor won't be needed, but it does be needed. So it's like terrifying at the same time. But like that's the thing. I'm happy it's happening. It's getting delayed because we need to see some action, right, come from this. Therefore, to scare studio heads and execs to actually make a decision and pay these people, which they should be doing. And we're hearing that it might go to the end of the end of this year, which would delay so many things. But Zach, like, what's your thoughts on that? I haven't heard any word on like the strike, if you even followed it or anything.
I mean, I've followed a little bit of it. I mean, it's more. I know they're really big on that all the AI stuff. So, I mean, that stuff is kind of, you know, messed up, I guess. But I mean, they can take as long as they want. Just make them better. I just hope it doesn't ruin, like, you know, like the last writer's strike, Quantum of Solace got screwed. You know, I hope studios are smarter this time. Be like, let's just push everything, you know, instead of trying to push out something, which you know will happen.
Some people are doing that, but some people are not. In the sense of like Deadpool 3, right? Deadpool 3 is in the middle of shooting, it shuts down, it gets delayed, but like when you stop filming something and then come back to it, there is a bit of disconnected or joltness because you don't have like the hype of everything. Like a lot of people say like that's why they do reshoots, you know, but like they're not big moments in stopping the middle of something. It's going to jolt something by you doing that. So like that's scary, and there's a lot of movies that are like that. Like that's the thing. Like there's been no movies that really blown me away this year. And that's the thing that's kind of scares me because we don't have like that many big movies coming out later to like be Oscar. But we have Killers of the Flower Moon, of course. But like, I guess we gotta wait till TIFF to figure out what these movies are. You know?
Yeah, and a bunch of them will
Dude,
get.
I don't know if you've seen it yet, but
delayed.
that Paul Giamatti trailer about like.
Oh, is it the Alexander Payne movie?
Yes, it looks so.
I haven't watched the trailer. I just know
it looks so
about
good
it.
because I love Sideways. But that movie looks so right up my alley. I'm so excited for that. I will see that in theaters, 100%. And as my cat bites me, fuck you.
And the one thing about the strike, I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but these Hollywood movies, the budgets on them, they need to go down. I mean, like if you look at Indiana Jones, like $300 million. I'm like, wow. You know,
it was bad.
I mean, I really liked the new Indiana Jones movie, but yeah, I really liked it. Same thing with Mission Impossible. The movie's fantastic, but it's doing okay at the box office. It's not destroying, it's not flopping like the others, but I mean, it's just one of those things.
Well, the budget's definitely a big issue, but the movies are not as good though. Like if you look at like Barbie and Oppenheimer, which had a great opening weekend, still crushing it because of the thing that's built around it by fans and stuff like that. It's been insane. I've never seen the movie theaters this like freaking busy in a very long time. I can't remember.
With two different movies too. Yeah. It's usually, one movie for 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah. And you know this is gonna happen, Zach. You can't bullshit me. They're gonna try to recreate.
Oh, they will.
And yeah, and it's not gonna work because it's made by the studios. No one's gonna catch on it. It's gonna be embarrassing when it happens, but it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, they're gonna 100%, without a doubt.
Exactly.
It's happening.
Yeah, exactly. So but yeah, it's been weird because I'm posting content right for Guideline on a consistent basis twice a week, and it's weird because can I post my normal videos of talking about old songs like from movies and the soundtracks, or is that considered like crossing the barrier and stuff like that? Like that's scary to me because what do I do even though we don't have really a fan base? But like like what do we do? Yeah. So it's interesting. I'm curious about it. Yeah, I don't know. I just love movies. I love TV. Like, there's some things they're still filming. Like, House of the Dragon's still filming, so we know we're gonna get that on time. Indie movies are
which makes me nervous.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because our George R.R. or whatever the fuck his name is.
George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, he said that he's not doing any rewrites, so they're kind of fucked if that happens. So, we'll see. Which again, that was the issue with Quantum of Solace. Like they had the script, Daniel Craig written stuff in, and then that's how it got bad. So like,
and it's amazing that the movie's semi-watchable. You know what I mean?
The editing is so bad, dude. I get a headache watching the movie.
Yeah, that was like gonna be my next because I just watched all the Mission Impossible movies. I was like, and I just got the 4K Daniel Craig collection. I was like, I want to watch all these, and I'm like, do I skip Quantum of Solace or do I just watch it?
That's the thing. Like I go in every time like you, like, am I gonna watch it again? And then I sit down, I'm like, I regret it every time. It's kind of like Mission Impossible 2, where it's like I'm
to say that
this time, or
because I had the same dilemma with because like I said, I just watched all the Mission Impossibles, and I was like, do I watch 2 or do I not? I was like, I'll throw on 2. If I get bored, I'll just start doing something. And I mean, it's fine.
Honestly, today what I'm most excited to talk about is Mission Impossible. Is you have not heard a peep from me about it.
I saw I think your rating, but that's about it. Yeah, I think I saw it.
And you know my boy, it's my boy. It's my boy. So, yeah. But anyways, I don't think there's much we can add to the conversation. I stand with SAG and the Writers Guild. Of course, keep on doing it. It's saving jobs, stuff like that. That's pretty much all we can do. We're going to keep on running things here because we're watching old stuff anyways most of the time. It's only a few new stuff that we're catching.
Yeah.
So, let's move on to our July movies. I
don't have that much, to be honest.
Yeah,
so
I don't think I do either. So we can pivot the conversation as we need to talk about TV shows we've been watching. So I don't know where we ended. Did we end with Deep Blue Sea 3 on my end? I think
I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start from the 25th and on.
All right.
So I started off watching Jaws on the 25th of June. Because it's around that time and everything. I watched it with my friend Mel, who's with us. Like we kind of went on a shark binge of movies. We watched all 3 Deep Blue Seas and then went into Jaws. We were gonna go to Jaws 2, but we never did it. But anyways, Jaws is great. I always forget how good it is until I come back and revisit it. It's one of those like you step away from. And
It fits really well after the pandemic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch it that way or not, but
I didn't. I didn't. I just watched shark eat people.
Because like I watched it, I think I watch it almost once a year. I haven't watched it this year, but I watched it during like the pandemic. I was like, some people want to go in the ocean, some people don't. The government's saying you should. It's just kind of funny. Ironic. I mean, kind of thing.
Okay, so that's great. Then I watched you'll see a bunch of sprinkled in a little early 2000s movies because that's kind of what I've been watching. So then I watched Can't Hardly Wait, which is Jennifer Love Hewitt, I think it is. Oh, it is. I got it right. Okay, Ethan Amberry. This is like a 1998 movie, teen comedy with Seth Green and stuff. Soundtrack really good. I was surprised how good this soundtrack was. Quite a few things came in my rotation after watching it and everything, and I just enjoyed it. It's nothing to write home about, but I enjoyed it. I've seen it before. This was my second time seeing it.
I've never seen it. Probably never will.
Because you don't like good movies. Okay, here's our first big movie to talk about. We're talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I gave it 3 stars, as you see here. I'll start with my thoughts, and then we can get into yours, Zach. So, as someone that loves Lost Crusade. That's one of my favorite movies. I always go back to and just love it and fall in love with the score, characters, stuff like that. It's just perfect to me. So Indiana Jones was coming out, and I was excited for it because I like Indiana Jones, but for some reason, something feel like it was holding me back where I wasn't really excited for it. In fact, I was supposed to do a double feature when I went to go see this, but I went home instead because I was just kind of done after the movie. I was supposed to see Asteroid City is what I was. I still haven't seen it yet.
I still haven't seen that either.
Yeah. But I was supposed to go see it, but after the movie, I was just
I didn't want to get a headache after watching.
Yeah. I just did not enjoy it that much. I thought a lot of the complaints were coming from Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character. I disagree with that. I think her character was completely fine, was not annoying, was just their own character. But of course, middle America guys were coming out and be like,
I didn't get that either.
Yeah,
to be honest,
it made no sense to me why people were upset about that.
I mean, I was like, she's not. I'm not gonna be like, oh, she needs a new movie, kind of deal. But I mean,
but they weren't trying to do that though.
No, I mean, she is as good as Shia LaBeouf was.
Exactly. She was fine. She had her own character. She was good. She could hold her own. She was just a good character in my opinion. And people are she was an asshole. Could never root with her. I mean, I don't know what movie you're watching. Are you going to the dollar theater seeing Indiana Jones and something? I don't know. I had no clue what people were on about during that whole thing. But yeah, I'll probably never watch this movie again. Nothing I felt the runtime too, which I had a problem with. I felt it. and I felt like lackluster stuff was happening. I thought the kid character was annoying. In this, they gave him like way too much to do. I thought he was gonna show up for one scene and then like go away. But yeah, I don't have much to say about it. What's your thoughts?
I mean, clearly I think I enjoyed it a lot more than you did.
You
I
gave
mean,
it 4, right?
yeah, I think I gave it a 4. No, I thought it was a lot of fun. I loved the first 20 minutes of it. I mean, it just the first 20 minutes, I was like, I wish this was the whole movie. The biggest complaint about it, I thought, that people were given was the time travel thing. That didn't bother me at all. I mean, it was just one of those things. I mean, if you watch all the movies, they do very sci-fi stuff, or people's faces being melted off. So I mean, I was like, why is it such a big deal that they can go back in time? Oh well. But yeah, I thought I liked the villain. I just had a lot of fun with it. I mean, it's not, it's not Last Crusade or Raiders, but it's as good as it's on par with Temple of Doom, because Temple of Doom has a lot of cheese in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't rewatch Temple of Doom that much, you know.
Yeah. It's one of the ones where I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. It's not bad or anything. The Temple of Doom, the first half is like really Then the last half is kind of exciting and fun. So, but yeah, this movie is long. I'll give it that. It's a bit long, but it's Indy's last time, so I'll be like, yeah, let's give Harrison Ford one more, a couple more scenes.
Gripe with the ending though, like the whole ending, and the sense of spoilers. Okay, like there's a moment. I'll try to say this in skeptical. I think you'll know what I mean. There's a moment where Indy makes a choice at a certain end, and like saying he wants to like stay put in a sense.
Oh yeah, I don't get that either.
I did not understand that at all. I felt like it was out of character. So I didn't care for that. And then like the ending left it open, like, oh, he's gonna come back. I'm like, no, he isn't. He's not gonna come back.
He ain't coming back. Yeah. I didn't see that with the ending. I didn't feel that way with the ending, to be honest.
I felt like that was like, oh, it's
the iris over the hat. I thought that was like a send off. Like that's how I saw it.
Oh, okay, no. Oh, I think he should have left the hat. Don't grab the hat. Leave the hat.
It's Indiana Jones. He needs the hat.
No, if he does not have the hat, then it leaves it open.
It's like secret powers, But I mean, I didn't think anything was. I mean, like I said, I just had a lot of fun with it. I wasn't anticipating anything better than Crystal Skull, or no, anything worse than Crystal Skull. I was like, if it's better than Crystal Skull, we're good, and that's what I got. You know what I mean? I'll watch it again. Yeah. I was kind of mad I didn't get to see an IMAX, but oh well.
Next I saw was The Little Mermaid. I rewatched this because Mel wanted to watch it, so we rewatched it. I still feel like this movie doesn't hit for me. I know I talked about it last month, but like the under the sea sequence does not, like, it loses its magic for me. Like the Disney magic is gone from that scene. It's just weird. Like I don't like it. I stand by Prince Eric is by far the best part of the movie, and the dog. Like easily the best part of the movie for me. Because he has a good original song. It's just, I don't know. Like this was like the last like live action I would be excited. No, that's false. Hercules I would be excited to see in live action. I feel like that would do well. Or a Brother Bear would be really cool as well. But
I've never even heard of that one.
Again, it's just nothing has changed my mind from watching it a second time. Is the point here? It's like nothing has changed my mind. Okay. So obviously the biggest movie for me of the year was Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. A mouthful of a title. Okay, I'm a massive Tom Cruise fan. Literally behind me, you can't see it because I cut it off, but like right where my hand is here, that's my Tom Cruise collection. I love Tom Cruise. He's my boy. Okay. That being said, I rewatched all the movies and stuff. I think Rogue Nation. I love Rogue Nation so much. That's so right up my alley. I love that movie. Fallout is a perfect film. It just is. So this movie, I have quite a few problems with it. In the sense, I did not feel like much was going on, right? Also, the opening sequence of the submarine I thought was stupid, and it didn't get me in the movie. Um, I feel like the opening sequence should have been the office scene with the grenade thing. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, because once that ends, it goes into the theme song, bum, 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 bum. Then I did like a fist pump, you know? I was fucking excited. That got me hyped. So with that, I really enjoyed the characters in this movie. I'm sad about Rebecca Ferguson. That's all I'll say. I won't go into details. But I thought that was a stupid decision, a very stupid decision. Haley Atwell steals the movie. So does Vanessa Kirby. Vanessa Kirby gets more to do, and that makes me very, very fucking happy. Benji was great. I thought Luther was kind of underused a little bit. Like, this movie was good. Like, I liked it. It's in my top 5 of the year. I enjoyed it. I just think that Fallout is miles better than this movie. Because I hear people say, "Oh, best Mission Impossible yet." I don't think it is. But because like the whole entire movie, I was thinking that way, right, Zach? I was thinking like something's missing from this. But then it got to the train sequence, and I lost it. I was like, "This is incredible!" I love that train sequence so fucking much. Like, it's so good. Then just like there's a bunch of great things where like the trick that Tom Cruise does, it's great, you know. Then like, man, it just feels like my boy Tom Cruise. Like, I love when he plays emotional, but I didn't really feel the emotion in this because he moved on very quickly. Like, he was clearly in love with Felsa, but no, he was over it in 2 seconds, and he was like, "Oh, Haley Atwell, how you doing? Come on, Tom Cruise, you have more than that. Come on." Like, like I'm. You know how I decorate my door with my favorite movies of the year, right? I put it on there. Like, I really do like this movie, but I don't. What's kind of salted is people are saying it's the best one yet. I think Fallout is by miles, or even Mission 3. I thought was better. It's a good movie. It's not a problem that's a part 1 because it doesn't really feel like a part 1 to me. Like, it feels like it's just that it's going to continue it.
It's just going to be like the same villain. Yeah.
Yeah, like, which is what they did for Rogue Nation and Fallout. So it wouldn't be a difference there. So it'd be like the same thing. I don't know. I just felt like it was lacking something for me, but I know you enjoyed it. I don't know where this ranks, so go ahead. Well, what's your thoughts on the new mission?
Oh, I mean, I thought, like, if you're ranking the franchise, it wouldn't be my favorite. It'd probably be middle of the. It wouldn't be number 2, I don't think either. But no, I mean, I thought it was great. I mean, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes long. To me, it didn't feel it at all. Like, it just. I would say the first 20 minutes took me a minute to get into, just because, I don't know, just something about it. But then that's why I really want to rewatch it. Once I figured out, it's about AI, ironically, which I think is kind of hilarious.
Okay, tell me this, and be completely straight up with me. The AI thing felt dated, right? Like it didn't feel like it was current. It felt like this was old. Like, I didn't.
No, I didn't feel that, to be honest.
Okay, I did.
No.
I felt like it was lacking something. I don't know. It just wasn't working for me. Like, the villain of AI, I wasn't completely understanding it.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, to be fair, I haven't got a chance to see this again. I want to see it again, but I was in a different headspace watching this movie. Like, I know this was my most anticipated. I just had a lot going on in my head, so I wasn't fully present. So that could be a big issue that I feel with it. So I definitely need to rewatch it in a clear headspace. But like, where I'm at right now, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and I mean the action. I mean, everything in it was flawless. I mean, it just comes down to. I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5, something like that. I want to see how quote unquote part 2 is, because if part 2 is a mess, it could hurt this movie even though, like you said, it's basically its own movie. But when you know something's connected,
Yeah.
and
It's gonna end
the
at
other,
that one part.
yeah, if the other half isn't good, it kind of affects the other half. So, but yeah, I thought everything worked for me a lot. Yeah, I wish Luther was in more of it, but because he's like one of my favorite characters.
The way he went out too, he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go, man. I gotta go," and then you never heard from him again.
He's basically saying he's gonna be in part 2. He's like, I need to be in isolation.
I need to go
I'll
plug
see you
me
later.
some Arby's real quick, and then I'll be back.
but yeah, I thought. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't put it as the best Mission Impossible movie.
That's what people are saying. I completely.
And ironically, I think Ghost Protocol is the best Mission Impossible movie.
It brought it back. Like, in a sense, for when that movie came out, it brought it back, but yet Mission Impossible 3 was good already. So I don't know why
3 is
brought back.
When I rewatched 3, I was like, oh.
That movie is so damn good. It's insane.
It's really good. And if you look at them, like, I don't want to say parts of the Mission Impossible movies are gimmicks, but they're kind of gimmicks, this big stunt that they've been, advertising, like, hanging off a plane or hanging off the building, stuff like that. Mission Impossible 3 doesn't have that, you know what I mean? So it's just a straight up movie.
It's the chair scene between him and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Well, and really, none of the villains in Mission Impossible franchise are quote unquote bad. They're just not great. Except for Philip Seymour Hoffman's villain. Yeah. It's just one of those, like the villain in this one, he's good. I wouldn't be like, oh, did you see that villain in the new Mission Impossible movie? You know what I mean?
But you're there. 10 villains of all time. Okay.
Yeah, you're there for, Tom Cruise and, that team of players.
My boy. Okay, that's how
it does make me sad. It's kind of underperforming, but oh well.
Tom Cruise can take a hit, okay? He had The Color of Money. It took a hit, so I can roast my favorite movie, okay? I can roast.
I just hope it doesn't affect part 2. That's my only.
I don't think.
No, because I know
so into it.
This movie got hit with the COVID stuff, where I think it was because it got delayed how many times?
Yeah, not as much as Top Gun, which you made fun of me every.
Yeah, and ironically, I'm watching Top Gun right now, so.
Okay. The first one or the second one?
Oh, the second one. I like the first one, but the second one.
You are not playing with the boys, Zach, and I don't appreciate that.
I mean, you can't say the second one's not, or you can't say the first one's better than the second one.
I do think that.
You're crazy.
I have a signed poster.
But that doesn't change if the quality of the cheese of the first one.
I love the first one, man. I just love it. Okay? Get off my back. Okay, so next I watched Jennifer's Body because Mel wanted to watch it because she's never seen it before.
I've never seen it.
Good. I think it's a good movie. I like.
Is that the Megan Fox movie?
Yeah, it's the Megan Fox movie.
Yeah.
I was telling her watching it as a kid because I always close my eyes during like horror movies. So the trailer came out and like in the poster there's like there's like teeth marks on desk and shit, and I always thought that Megan Fox turns into a shark in this movie. So it's like a girl that turns into a shark. So growing up, that's why I thought this movie was. And then I watched it like a couple years ago. I was like, that's not it at all. Yeah, it's like.
Isn't it like a vampire or something?
A demon. She gets like possessed in a sense. Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to eat people though.
I thought it was okay. I gave it 3 stars.
As a cult following.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I want to see is because I mean, that's like. Out of all the horror movies the last like 15 years, that one has this weird cult following, and I would never expect it kind of thing.
Okay, so next I watched Barbie. Second favorite movie of the year. I'm not going to put any more press on it because I don't want to sag after stuff. I liked it. I would recommend it. I don't know if it's for you, Zach, but I really enjoyed it. It's my second favorite movie of the year. Oh yeah, my first is Spider-Verse still. So after we go through our list, we'll go through that again. Then I watched Oppenheimer. I felt the runtime. I thought the way it was told and edited, I was not a fan of. Because it's like a confusing subject with confusing editing, just did not work for me. But yeah, it was good. Good acting, stuff like that. But that's my issues with that. I won't continue on that. Then I watched the movie The Outlaws. It's a new Netflix movie with Adam Devine from Pitch Perfect. and Nina Dobrev from Vampire Diaries.
Sounds terrible.
It was very bad. It was unwatchable bad. It was woof.
I mean, right when you said Adam Devine, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's like that Jexy movie. I don't think I've seen a worse movie than Jexy. Jexy was pretty damn bad.
And ironically, I saw someone saying, and like in a Facebook group, like a month or two ago, they posted Jexy, and they're like, "This is a great movie." I was like, and someone agreed with them. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Jexy has a cult following now, I guess.
I've never heard anyone say that before, but
yeah, it was just nothing, you know. Like Pierce Brosnan had a cool role in this though. I liked Pierce Brosnan in this movie, but it was just lacking. It was just lacking so much. Then I randomly watched Twilight, the new moon, because I was watching I was in the mood to watch a commentary from the Wangers, and I just screw it, I'm gonna just watch New Moon. That movie's so bad, man. It's by far the worst of the Twilight movies. New Moon is. It's awful. Then I watched a movie called The Thunderbirds, the 2004 remake. For some reason, I have a special place in this heart. Dude, the color palette in this movie is insane, and I love it. The soundtrack's cool. The score, dude. The score is insane in this movie. Yeah, Thunderbirds is not a great movie by any means, but it's fun for me to watch. I remember it fondly as a kid. But then I rewatch it, I'm like, it's not that great. Then I watched, and by the way, most of these are on my Netflix queue because I'm trying to get through those. So The Outlaws was on there. This next one called The Wedding Date is just a rom movie I saw. It has the cop from the new Scream movie. I forget, McDermott is his name or something.
oh yeah,
you know who I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
It's him, and I forgot that actress's name, but it's a okay romance movie. It's a trope that you've seen so many done. Wow, I can't fucking speak. It's been done so many times, but better now. So therefore, this one becomes less good. And that's the way it was. But yeah. Then I watched Scooby-Doo, the live-action one. I love these movies. I don't know what else to say about them. They're great.
They are great.
Okay. Then a movie that surprised the hell out of me, okay? This is called Through My Window Across the Sea. It's a sequel to the movie called Through My Window. The first movie was basically a porn.
Heck yeah, what's it called?
So the first one was basically a porn and it was lacking, but yet the cinematography was really good.
Oh, I bet it was. The cinematography was probably fantastic.
My God, Zach.
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna continue. So the first one was a porn, basically, and I just did not. I thought it was okay. It was better than those after movies, which are based off fanfics, about One Direction. It's a lot better than that, because after has just turned into sex scene every scene of the movie, and there's basically barely any story. But these movies have a story, and there's a few sex scenes here and there, but it's not fully that. So I was like, okay, I will see the second. I enjoyed the first one enough. I would see the second. So the second one started with that stuff. At the first 10 minutes, it was just a montage and stuff. But then it turned into a genuine story and good characters, a good plot line. Interesting stuff was happening. The movie cinematography was beautiful. I was shocked how much I enjoyed this movie. I'm very excited for the third one now, but it was shocking how much I enjoyed this movie. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. But again, I'm a sucker for these type of movies. So, anyways, moving on.
For pornos, right?
No, Zach. No. All right, then I watched Enola Holmes, the Millie Bobby Brown joint.
Oh, is that why you watched that?
Yeah. Because it was on my list and stuff. I had to watch it. I'm not really a big fan of Millie Bobby Brown. I never really enjoyed her in Stranger Things. She's always been my least favorite character in the show.
I
Like
don't know. The one kid is my
Right.
least favorite. What's
Like
his name? Noah? I forget his name.
Will Byers,
Well, no. The
Dustin.
one that goes missing for the first
That's
season.
Will.
Is
Wait,
that
no,
Will?
no, it's not Will. What's his name? Help me, Mel. What's the fucking kid's name? Fuck. What's his name? I think his real life his name is Noah. Oh, it is Will. Okay, it is Will. Okay, yeah, it's Will then. All right, so yeah, Will. But anyways, Noah Holmes. It was okay. 3 out of 5 stars. Like it was nice. It was nothing awful.
Is Henry Cavill in that?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't do like a lot of people are complaining like he doesn't have charisma. Like it's Sherlock Holmes. Like, yeah, it's like it's Sherlock Holmes. He doesn't really have personality. The only one that we've gotten personality from is like fucking Robert Downey Jr.'s interpretation. So yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Then I watched My Fault with Mel, which is a new Amazon movie that's based off a book. It's about incest.
Wow, that's
Cars,
great.
incest, and gasolina. Okay. So like,
Do they show the incest?
yeah, they do.
Well, sign me up.
No. No, Zach. Anyways, like we were watching it. Well, first of all, I was starting it, and then I was texting Mel, and I was like, "You want me to wait?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." So we watched it together, and it was just weird. This movie was fucking odd. Like, like so it started off like nice. There's a nice little track. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go live with my new dad that I hate, and she's gonna be rebellious, and that's how it starts. And then like,
She didn't call him daddy.
no.
I'm out.
No. I hate you so much. But like it started off as that, and then there was like some tension, and then like the movie like geared up like so like pun intended actually. It geared up like a lot when it went to this car racing scene, like there's something like out of Fast and Furious. Because like it started playing like these great songs and stuff, and it was just like intense, and then like I don't know. This just for some reason I weirdly enjoyed this movie, and I can't stop thinking about it because it's how weird it is. But like they announced the sequel, and I'm fucking hyped. It'll be my most anticipated movie. And the movie ends, I swear to God, because like of course it's a movie about these two people. They're gonna end up together, right? That's how the movie ends. Like it's not a spoiler. That's how like every one of these movies. But the movie ends with like a mustache twirling villain moment. It's like we got to stop this, and it's the parents that are getting married because there's incest. Like that's how legit the movie ends. I love it. I fucking love this movie. It's so weird. Oh God. But anyways, probably my most like excitement I got from a movie was this. Like this is the most fun movie experience I've had in a very long time. The incest movie. So it was fun. Next I watched Extraction 2. I did not like this that much. I found it
You didn't
very
like
boring.
it?
I found it very boring.
Really?
I didn't care about the whole like plot line with the kid running away. Like I don't want to be with you. I want to be with my uncle.
Oh yeah, that's the worst part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a big
Because
part
you
of
knew,
it too.
yeah, you knew he was gonna turn.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn, but then he's gonna turn good at the end. I was like, okay.
100%. 100% I knew that, and that's the issue I had because I've seen it done so many times. I just did not like it. I don't know, like the one I had to force myself to get done with this movie because I wanted to be done with it because like it took me forever to see the first Extraction, so like I'm just glad I got it over with. Anyways, moving on. Then I watched the Wham documentary. It was okay.
Wham.
Yeah, like
Who?
Wham, George Michael, like Careless Whisper.
Oh no.
Yeah, Before You Go
Not
Go.
really. Nope.
Okay. Anyways, it was interesting, but the movie ended like when Wham ended. It didn't really carry on with the George Michael part of it, which was like kind of disappointing. So like I felt like it ended way too soon, but the movie was already long. It just felt like it was lacking something to me. Then I watched Enola Holmes 2. I put it as the same level as the first one. Even though, yeah, I would have put it the same as the first one. I think it was a little bit better than the first one because it like realized itself more. But anyways, yeah. Then I watched Super Bad. Again because of a commentary. Love that movie. So, this one you're gonna be a fan. I rewatched, Zach. Adventureland. You've seen this movie, right?
Yeah, a long time ago.
It's a good movie. Adventureland's a good movie.
I mean, I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, but
I just, it's like the same thing with like Jesse Eisenberg and Michael Cera during this time when they were making movies like this was so good to me. I loved it. Like what's it? It's like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I think is what it's called. A great movie. It's around that same time.
Ryan Reynolds shows up in this,
yeah,
right?
And Adventureland, yeah, he plays like an asshole that's dating like underage women when he's married. It's like it's weird because it got me thinking watching it again. I'm like, I want to see Ryan Reynolds more in like serious roles. Do you think he'll ever go with that in his career? Like after he's done doing all this shit, do you feel like he would do more serious stuff? I feel like
At some point, I think he would. I mean,
because like
he has a very few.
Waiting's kind of serious in some sense. Waiting is a little bit.
I mean, he has a few of them. I mean, he has like the Buried and Mississippi Grinds kind of is more of a drama as well. But I mean, he likes doing his little quippy comedies, which I don't blame him.
I love him.
He has
I'm not
fun
complaining.
with them.
I love him. So, but yeah. So eventually, I rewatched that. Then I finished out this month, last night, with Joyride, the new comedy that came out.
Oh yeah, I bought tickets for that and didn't go just because I was busy. I want to see it though.
It's good. It has some really funny moments, but I felt like for the runtime, like there was not much jokes. There was not enough jokes that I had a problem with. So, it was funny. There were some really funny parts.
Yeah, I've heard they hate white people. I saw someone say that. I was like,
yeah, I've heard that too, and it makes after watching the movie, it literally makes no sense. It's just like
it's because people don't watch these things.
Yeah, it's
which makes their comments even more racist,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, that's mine. I'm gonna pull up your list here now. Again, let me spend a month trying to find your account again.
Don't worry, I think there's only like 15 movies on it, if that, and half of them were from this week.
Okay, diary. Let's go. Where did we end for you? Okay, so
you said like the 25th for you.
Yeah, okay. So I don't remember. You watched White Noise after we got off the phone, I guess, because I don't remember talking about that at all. Okay, let's start off with White Noise. You gave no rating to this one, Zach.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Okay,
let's just say Adam Driver's character loves Hitler.
What?
Yeah. It was weird.
Okay,
it was
yeah.
Don't watch it. It's not good.
I wasn't planning to, but I'm definitely not going to do it now.
It's not very. Yeah, it's no. Yeah, it's boring.
Then you watched one of my favorite movies in recent years, Cha Cha Real Smooth. Okay.
Why does this movie not have a Blu-ray release?
It's so good, isn't it?
That's the real question. I just want a Blu-ray release.
This will be one of my favorite movies of all time because of how much I watched it in like movie festivals. I went to every movie festival. I at least watched it there once. At least once. So like I love this movie. It was my second favorite movie of the year too, which is insane to me because of how much I loved it. What was the first one? What was last year? What was my number one last year? Oh,
was it Top Gun?
Yeah, it was Top Gun. My dumbass, fucking not thinking. Then you watched Temple of Doom. Okay.
Yep.
We kind of talked about that already. 4 stars.
Yeah.
Then you watched Last Crusade, my favorite.
Good.
4.5.
Yeah, it's really good.
Dial of Destiny gave 4 stars. Okay. We talked about that. We had a whole conversation. Okay, new one.
Yep.
Catch Me If You Can. Your boy Spielberg.
Yep. I haven't seen that in a long time. I didn't even plan on seeing it. Someone put it on. Like I was at my parents' house and someone put it on. I watched it. I was like, this is a really good movie. Have you seen it?
I've seen it once.
Yeah, it's fun. I like the aspect. It's kind of like a good Father's Day movie because Tom Hanks kind of becomes like a father figure, which you don't really expect. Yeah. And this is why it's so interesting after watching The Fabelman. You're like, oh, I see why Spielberg did movies like this.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah, yeah.
like, I I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, a very good movie. It needs a 4K release, as with all Spielberg
That's got to come.
movies.
That's gonna get a 4K release before the Color Money ever does. Okay.
Well, the weird thing is they just released a steelbook version of this movie, but it's the same version of the movie, the same Blu-ray. Whenever the last time they restored it, so I'm like, that would have been a good
Tell you what,
opportunity there, guys.
I've been trying to hold off on like buying like physical copies, but they just released these new. People on the stream can see, but these new Mission Impossible steelbooks with my boy on.
Oh yeah, those are stupid. I wouldn't buy those.
Well, guess what? I'm a Tom Cruise collector, so I don't have a fucking choice. Okay.
Well, you have a choice, and
No,
I
I
wouldn't
don't.
do it.
No. So I only bought 2 so far. I have Mission 3 and Mission 4.
I think your best bet on Color Money is a Criterion release of
Dude,
it.
not many people love that movie. They would just have interviews.
That's
of me.
why
They would just have interviews of me talking about it.
you'd be surprised. I because Scorsese has people over there.
That's a
I
movie
think
I
that's
need to
your.
top, dude. After Hours. I still need to buy that fucking movie on
Yep.
Criterion.
I need to buy it too. I have
That's
it
a
on
great
digital,
movie.
but
It's a
it
great
is.
movie. Okay, next you watch The Flash. I don't know why you would rewatch this movie, but
I mean, I still enjoy it a lot. I mean, I get all the people complaints about it. I have a lot of fun with it. I just went because I was bored one day and I wasn't working. I was like, oh, The Flash is playing at 11. I have nothing else to do.
well, you went to the theaters to rewatch it?
Oh yeah, I went.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, disgusting. Okay.
Yep.
Next, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. We already talked about this. Then you watched the Mission Impossibles, which we already had a whole conversation about.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Secret Invasion. I haven't touched it.
Don't watch it. So I gave it a 3.5, or not 3.5, 3 out of 5, because the whole show is fine. Like it's like I like the first episode, and every episode after that is fine. Can I spoil it for you?
I've already seen what the spoilers are. I don't.
Okay.
Know if Mel cares, but
it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I mean, one of the things I'm not even talking about that last episode. What I don't want to spoil it. Then
I've seen the scene with my girl Kira from
Oh,
Game of
that's.
Thrones, with
I'm
her,
not
like,
even
arm
talking about
turns into
that scene.
Drax's arm.
Oh yeah, that thing is utterly stupid. On it, like this feels like something that would come out during a writer's strike, but this
makes
has
me-
been done for a long
You
time.
don't
They're like,
understand how happy this makes me that you're raging about Marvel for once.
Well,
You
it's-
will
it's like-
deny that there's even a bad Marvel movie.
well, there's ups and downs, but I mean, it was just this move or this show. It's just it could have been really good. Like almost like a Winter Soldier vibe to it, and they tried for that, but it's very boring. Then the end, they just give her all the powers. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
seriously.
It'll be a while till I
Then
watch
something they do with a different character is very stupid.
it.
I wouldn't watch it.
Dude, talk about a movie I could not pay any attention to, neither want to see, probably will wait, is the new Marvels movie. Like, the trailers look awful. I have no interest in this
I
movie.
like Miss Marvel a lot. That's like my
did.
favorite.
I liked Miss Marvel, but
shows.
like Captain Marvel and Monica Rambeau, I don't care. Like the story that's being told in Marvel right now, I just don't give two shits about. Nothing has hit me. Like Shang-Chi was like a standalone, and I really enjoyed Shang-Chi, but that was the last one I enjoyed. It's just Marvel's fizzling out for me. Finally, I can finally say it. It's finally just kind of runs its course for me. Yeah.
I mean, I think Guardians is still my #1 movie of the year. So,
So we'll go over that in a second.
my list is not very up to date. I mean, I can try to figure something out real quick.
Yeah, you
but,
do it because then we hit the last 2 missions, and then you watch Interstellar.
Yep. And I'm watching Top Gun Maverick right now.
Okay, so that will be added very soon.
Very soon. I'm halfway through it.
I'm gonna go to my list real quick. So where it stands right now, is number one's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think that one's just perfect. Like, it's so good. Number 2 is Barbie. Number 3 is Mission Impossible. Number 4 is Scream. Number 5, Air. 6, Prom Pat. 7, Still. 8, Theater Camp. And 9, Slow, which is a foreign film. Like, it's weird because I'm never, like, out of any of these movies, I don't really feel super passionate about any of them. Like, I like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's very good, but, like, I'm not like, oh my god, you know. I don't know. I just like to have that little underdog movie as my number one, you know, like one that I did not see coming, and I'm praising it like Cha-Cha. But I don't have it, and it's making me sad, Zach. I don't know. Maybe I should put the incest movie on here. One of the best movies of the year. Let's see. Let me look at my list. Show you guys what I've been doing on here while we're on stream. So I've kind of made a new playlist. I haven't added much to it, but it's like best school movies based in college and stuff like that. Like ones I find, I'll just put on here. All these are in here that I really enjoy. Yeah. Have you watched Project X in a while, or have you ever seen Project X?
I mean, I've seen it, but not in a long time.
Okay. I guess I will spend the time because we'll end off with your list.
Oh yeah, I just got it.
Okay.
Apparently I didn't have to add too much.
Okay.
It's not very eventful list. I mean, I like all the movies a lot on my list, but.
Okay. We will do
so.
That, and then we'll end the stream off with some talking about TV shows.
All right. So 10 would be Indy. 9 would be Knock at the Cabin Door.
Oh, you would put that on there? The M. Night movie?
Uh-huh. Yep. I want to rewatch it. 8 would be your favorite movie, The Flash. 7, the Evil Dead Rises.
Oh,
and now the
that's gonna make Mel angry.
The top 6 now. I think these movies. I love all 6 of these movies. Mission Impossible. Are You There, God? It's Margaret.
Okay, stop right there for a second. Okay.
That's
a great movie, but a very awkward watching experience.
Yeah, it was, but I'll see it again. I'm waiting for it's out on Blu-ray. I'm just waiting for it to get a little cheaper.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I think I probably need to show Mel that one. That's a good movie.
Then 4 would be Air. 3 would be Scream 6. 2 would be Spider-Verse, and 1 would be Guardians.
So, like, in our top 5, we have 3 that are similar. So, like...
Yeah.
Well, no, wait, yeah, in our top 5 we do. In our 10s we don't. Wait, you would put Quantumania at 11?
Probably. That looks about right.
See, that's the thing with this year, right? Is, like, these movies have been, like, lackluster for me. Like, movies I was excited for, like John Wick 4. Again, I have not seen it since I watched it in the room with Keanu Reeves, so I need to rewatch it. Creed 3 just, like, it was good, but it was just lacking something for me. I don't know what to say, because that's the one thing I've learned with, like, ranking movies and movies I like. Like, if it doesn't hit me emotionally, I can't force myself to like it. It's like the same thing with Black Panther. Like, Black Panther, I watched, like, 50 times, and I didn't like it, and I was trying to force myself to like it, and I just never did. But I like Black Panther 2, because I just felt it in that sense more. Okay. Anyways, that is our updates. We will be back next month to cover what we watched in, that's August, right? Yeah, August. When finally the kids go back to school and the theaters won't be cluttered on a Monday. I missed that.
Well, there's nothing coming out in the next 2 months, so it's not going to be very busy.
I could go see Barbie again.
Yeah, but I mean, I was looking at the next 2 months. I was like, wow. I mean, like Gran Turismo.
I want to see.
I'll go see that, and the Blue Beetle thing. I guess I'll go see it.
Dude, even DC's failing right now, and I haven't enjoyed what they're doing at all. I have to support them. Like, I have to, so I will go.
That trailer is not very good.
Plus, the guy that's playing Blue Beetle, I love him from Cobra Kai. I love him. He's great. Like, I want to support him as well, so I want to go What's that?
There's another one at the end of September, I think, another movie, but it's really
Well, that's the
right,
thing.
isn't much coming out.
Like Five Nights at Freddy's is supposed to come out like in theaters and online at the same time. So like
That's the great sign.
That's not gonna be delayed. I don't think if it's already doing
No.
that.
Yeah, that's
Plus, it's Five Nights at Freddy. It's already people are like campaigning for this movie already without having to put a lick in like fucking marketing. So like, that's good for them. Like they don't have to do much there. I'm just pissed off about Craven because I was actually pretty excited about that. Like,
was that coming out?
yes, it was coming out in October. It was around.
Oh,
when
October.
I
I didn't
the
look at
Netherlands.
October.
Because that we do have to talk about that. Like in October. Yeah, I'll be back in time. But yeah, I probably won't see much because I'll be gone for 2 weeks. In October to the Netherlands. So
I know someone that lives over there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me their digits. We'll hang out. Take a picture and rub it in your face. No, I'm good. I'm joking. But so TV shows I've been watching. I've been watching The Crown because I've been wanting to get around for it a while. So I'm in the middle of The Crown. Very good acting, but very slow. Like very slow. Like
yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could watch
binge
that.
it. You know, like I had to take like time to just watching and stuff. So that. But the main show I'm tackling right now is The Vampire Diaries. Loving this show, man. Like the soundtrack is so good. Love the characters. Like I'll say I'm a Vampire Diaries fan now. I'm a fan. Okay. I'm a fan, Zach, and you can make fun of me all you want, but it's better than.
I don't even know what it is.
It's Vampire Diaries, exactly what it says. It's vampire in their diaries.
Wasn't there a movie?
No, you're thinking of Teen Wolf, which was awful.
You sure there? I thought there was a movie, Vampire Diaries. No, maybe it was Vampire Academy or something.
Oh, that movie? Oh, that movie's so bad. I thought that was gonna be like a good, like a new franchise. That movie, but it didn't kick it up. The same like Mortal Instruments and everything. Well, dude, do you know what I hope doesn't get postponed? Fucking Hunger Games. Holy shit! I completely forgot it's still coming out. I hope it doesn't. I'm already pissed off about Dune Part 2 because I was really excited about that. Like,
well, that's still not confirmed yet.
True.
Only Sony has moved movies so far officially.
Because dude, I really want Dune Part 2. I really liked the first Dune a lot. Plus, like, I need to see a Timothée Chalamet movie at least one, because every time he releases a movie, it's in my top 10. Like every time. So like,
is it?
Dude, if you look in the last movies, right? Like when The King came out, that was in like my top 3. Dune came out, that was in my top 5. Bones and All was my like number 3 of last year. Like it's always been consistent. Beautiful Boy was also in the top there. I think Wonka's still going to end up being my favorite movie of the year, by the way. And people are building up hype for that now. Zach, have you seen the trailer? Have you seen the Wonka trailer?
I have not seen the trailer.
Yeah, there's a meme going around of like people imitating like Timothée Chalamet's performance on TikTok. So
I just know people are mad that Hugh Grant's Oompa Loompa or something. I don't know. I saw someone's complain about that.
I saw that too. Is there any show you're currently binging or anything?
I started watching, and now it's been like 3 weeks, that Station 11. It's HBO show.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I don't know if I mean, I watched the first 2 episodes. I liked it, but it's been, like I said, 2 weeks. But yeah, besides the Pete Davidson show and Secret Invasion, I don't think I've watched any other shows. Oh, so I'm not buying cable at the moment, so all the TV I've been watching is, so on Pluto TV, they have a 24-hour loop of The Price is Right. So I'm on like 1984, I think it's on right now.
So you're getting into it too.
I watched it for like 6 hours last Sunday.
Tell me if you agree with this. Like for some reason, like there's times, at least once a year for me, I'll get into like a really old show, and then that will like basically comprise my whole like personality, and like so like I'll get like little meals and like, oh, I'm gonna watch this and stuff, and then freaking like I get into it. It's just like a nice little.
I've
comfort
always
show.
liked Price is Right, to be fair.
Yeah. But like
I've never watched the old
it's
episodes.
been a while since I've done that. The last time I did it was binging Alf.
Oh God, that sounds terrible.
Dude, Alf is great. What do you mean? Alf is
How-
fucking great. Hey Willie.
I can't.
It's great.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great. And Ryan Reynolds is using Alf in commercials now. Okay, he's coming back. We're gonna get the Alf reboot. Okay, thank you. But yeah, that has been our edition of the Guideline Recap Podcast for July 2023. Hopefully, we'll learn more about the strike and what's happening with that and the state of movies. What are we going to be watching next month? Will I finally finish Vampire Diaries in a month's time? Probably not, but we'll see. We're currently 5 episodes away from the season 6 finale, so we're close. There's 8 seasons.
Oh, you should finish that.
Yeah, but the thing is Vampire Diaries has 2 spin-off shows. So, like, if we do finish Vampire Diaries, then we'll probably get at least to, like, mid-season 1. Who knows? Because, like, Mel and I tend to watch a shit ton of it and then stop for, like, 2 weeks and then, like, watch 1 episode, then, like, stop, and then we'll go back to the rotation and constantly watch. It's weird. It's weird how it goes. But anyways. You guys can follow Guideline at www.guidelineentertainment.com to get all the entertainment you need. You can follow me at Wiley K. Todd on all social medias. Zach, where can they find you?
Blu-ray Zack everywhere.
You really need to change that fucking name because you're not posting the Blu-rays you get anymore.
Nope. I don't post nothing.
Oh my god. Are you excited? By the way, before we end, are you excited for that new Seth Rogen like dirty comedy about the dog that gets his like balls chopped off?
But Seth Rogen's not in it. It's Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx.
No, that's Strays. It's a completely different.
Is it?
Yeah, it's completely.
Which one are you talking about?
There's like an animated movie that's like they're trying because of the success of Sausage Party. They're trying to make animated movies that are like rated R.
Well, you know what comes out next year?
What?
The Sausage Party sequel.
And I will not be attending that at all. Fucking hate that. It's so bad.
I was trying to find this other.
It's like called like Chopped Off.
Are you sure? Only thing that he has coming up is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
it might not be
Dumb Money.
It might not be Seth Rogen, but it's like in the vein of it.
Yeah, I didn't see. I only know Strays, which 100% be there in the theater.
Strays could either be very funny and good, or also be awful, like really.
Exactly.
Bad. There is no in between for this movie. There is no in between.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time talking about the balls.